Woolerton for CNET Appliances here. Today we're talking about the Samsung Motion Sync bagless upright vacuum with fully detachable handheld. So this $450 vacuum is really trying to compete with the Dysons, the more high-end models that you see out there. As far as design, at first glance, it's just kind of a boring vacuum, but when you start looking at the details, it's actually kind of weirdly configured. I like that it has the detachable handheld, but it has this weird dustbin kind of sticking out at an awkward angle. The wheels are big and kind of strange. Overall, just kind of an odd look. And unfortunately, that affects its usability. Like these large wheels, they're actually not parallel to each other. They're at an angle. So when you're trying to move the vacuum from one room to another, it kind of resists. It's a bit harder to move than I think it should be. It's a lot like a shopping cart that has one of those wonky wheels. As far as features, this vacuum actually has a couple of neat things going for it. I really like the detachable handheld and that it has built-in crevice tool and dusting brush. One thing I really don't like is that it doesn't have an auto or manual height adjuster. This part sits really low and causes some performance problems. Just take a look at how it performs with these Cheerios. This thing was the absolute worst upright vacuum we tested as far as the Cheerios. Because that piece sits so low to the ground, it really just pushes them around, but it never picked up the Cheerios. On the other hand, it was the best performer as far as sand and sawdust. It clearly has excellent suction because it's pulling those Cheerios around, just not picking them up. But because the particles are smaller with the sand and sawdust, it's able to draw it into the dustbin. So that's something to think about. So if you're looking for a more well-rounded high-end vacuum, I would suggest the Dyson DC41. But if you're looking for something consistent that's a bit less expensive, the Electrolux Precision Brush Roll Clean or the Auric Touch Bagless are both great options. I'm Megan Woolerton for CNET.com.